Hello everyone, this is Prashant. Welcome to the channel. So we are in a day 2 of framework automation of the Playwright. Okay, so already in the day 1 we covered all the folder structures and the Playwright config basic files. Okay, so if you missed the video, please see that video and come to this one. Okay, so today we are going to see about how to create the logger files, how to create a base page. From the base page, how do we create a login page? From the login page, using this thing, how to write a first test script. So those things we are going to see today. In the third day, we are going to do the final patch up works like other helper files, Git, and how to upload the Git and how to do the CI/CD GitHub actions. Okay, so everyone knows we are using this website for our automation, and we are in the Playwright Automation series with the TypeScript. Okay, so everyone know we in $10 we are simply able to create a chatterlum, because even my studying everything, like I'm using this chatterlum only. Okay, so in this I have all the latest, even the DeepSeek as well. Okay, then the next one is CodeLM editor. So guys, like CodeLM editor we are using for the day 1. Like you guys know what are the smart things that CodeLM editor is doing. Even today also we'll see like what are the importance it's giving. Okay, so let's open the code editor. Okay, so up to last class we saw all the folder structures and the creating the Playwright. What are the how to create a Playwright, what are the setups need to be installed, so how to create a project in various ways. Okay, so let's now the first one is we need to create a logger, because we need to add the loggers in every places. So that only we are going to see today. Okay, so in the logger, in the market, the famous logger is the Winston. Okay, so simply I'm going to add import create logger. We need a few things from the Winston. Okay, and the format. Next we need the transport. Okay, so this all coming from Winston. Okay, so see here. Okay, so when I done this, it's throwing error. So what error? All imports are import declare unused. Cannot find the module Winston. Okay, so because I didn't install the Winston. Okay, in the chat. So like we can choose any code limiter. So let's go to the Cloudy. You don't want to do anything. I'm just copying the error. I'm pasting here. Okay, so what it will do, this is the chat. Okay, so it will see this npm install you want to install. So then it says like it's giving the example code as well. You guys, I will understand, right? What is the smart thing of this and all. So if I apply means this entire code will come here, because I want to show everything in the coder. So I don't want to copy the entire code. Just take what need to be installed. Okay, so if you are using TypeScript and set declaration means you want to install this one, or this one. The first installation is npm install. So I'm copying this. Okay, going to the terminal. You guys know we are in the right location. They simply put install. It will install this one. Okay, next we'll copy this one. Okay, and simply we install this one. Package.json. See this? We install the JSON Winston. So the both the things are installed in our code. Okay, now come to the logger. See, now error is gone. Okay, because we installed it using our chat. Okay, so that's we maximize it. Let's go to the next one. Next we need the fs file, because file read and write from fs. Then we need a path, because we need to fetch the files path from. Okay, that's it. These are the three things we should need in thing. Next one, log directory. See this this editor, it always gives you short terms. Like, so we want to the logs directory, because we want to know which directory we are storing. You guys know under the reports we are storing the logs. Okay, in this logs only we need. So right now it's coming as logs, but we need to say like, if I put double dot means root. In the double dot I'm putting double dot. So because this is reports, under the reports you can store this one. Okay, that's the location we are providing it. Okay, the next we done a login directory. Then we need to see if the current directory is existing or not. Otherwise what we'll do, it will need to create. Okay, I'm putting a tab. So this fs method will verify this directory is available in my folder structure. If not, then it will create a make directory. Okay, to the fs has two method. One is existing sync for location, and if it is not, make directory. Okay, so that's the first setup we want to verify, because some cases if we giving a wrong path, sometimes when we say pulling the cloning the report, this will miss the folder structure or something. So that time it are the precautions. It's not a mandatory code, it's a precautions for saving the code. Okay, next one is we need to create a file, log file. Okay, in this log file only everything going to be seen. So this is the from path. Okay, join. There are two things. One is the login directory what we are having, and this is the location, the file name we want to pass it. But we are not going to use this one because we cannot keep a same file. What will happen? All your day to day will go to the one file, but we need a new file creation. So every time you want to get a new file whenever running, then only what you are able to do, you are able to see that times what is run. Okay, so I'm going to create this test run. So that's the initial syntax. After that I'm going to paste a new. In this new, I want to take a date. Okay, so why I'm taking date means, so this is every time you want to be, this is a format of the file name. Okay, test run new date. In the new date we are going to simply to IO string. Then in the IO string you are going to divide this, replace with the dash. Okay, so not hyphen, it's a underscore. Okay, that's it. The file name is dot log. Sorry, so when you put dollar symbol, it's not a circle, it's kind of a close bracket. So sorry, ISO string. Okay, that's it. Cool. So now we have a file, log file. This is the directory and this is the log file. Next we need to get a log. Okay, so to create a log, const, after that you want to create a logger. So logger is which we are going to create from create logger. See this, from the create logger we are going to create a log in this directory. So this is the method, like the code I'm giving the short terms, but I will show you. Okay, so put a small tab. So first one is info. So in there are various levels of loggers like info, warning, error. Okay, so we'll use like mostly we'll use info and error. So whenever you're doing any actions, we will log the info, and if in the exception wherever we putting try catch and exception, like wherever the error comes, that time we will add the error. Okay, so we'll see that one. So next one is format. So we are using this format. Okay, so in what format the error should become. So in the timestamp, so the timestamp you want to say the format. Okay, in what timestamp means, so it's the format of, so you can choose anything, but I'm giving like the format, you can reduce it as well. I want the year, the report is, and month slash day, hours, you can reduce it as anything is you wanted because to shorten, and the second. Okay, so now you got it right. So what are the things we are providing, the year, month. So your the logging information should come always with the timestamp and the text what you are sending. Okay, next print the timestamp and the level, it's like info, and the message. So message what we are passing in the method when you're calling the logger. Okay, cool, right? So in this you are going to see the timestamp, the level. Sometimes some people will, if you want to make it uppercase, means it's your wish. Like suppose you put like 2 uppercase or 2 lowercase means, so what it will do means this will make the level to uppercase. That's the only thing, not a much difference. Okay, And next one is, so in the transport, so what the transporter means, you are transferring the files. Okay, so you're creating the format. So here the log file, here the format, here you're transforming into the file. Okay, so we'll see what is an error here. Cannot find a transport, did you create it? Transports. Okay, good, because I put as a transport, but it's a transports. So always try to keep a cursor on the error, read the error what it's showing, because when we are doing while faster, we will do the type errors. Okay, that's it. The log file is ready. Now what we want to do, you want to export it, because it's a TypeScript. You want to export the default logger. Okay, so then only you will use this logger in your actual places. Okay, so now the logger is ready. We are exported it, like the other path. This is the file name file, and this is the information format, and this is the putting on the file. Okay, in this log file. Okay, next, now go to the base page. Okay, in the base page, this is the class actually. So two things, a couple of things will come here, but we'll see one by one. First, import the basic of Playwright. What are things from Playwright means? The page, from page, locator, and the export. Export is, you guys know, assertion. Okay, from at Playwright test. Okay, so from this only we are getting the page, locator, and extract. Okay, next one is what just now we done before. It's a logger. From we have a dot, which file we keep the loggers, utils slash loggers. From this, what is coming? Logger is coming. Okay, so you guys know, right? In this utils folder, this is the root under the this is the root under the utils, and you are getting this. Okay, next we need to create a class. Okay, so I'm putting a tag for just for this one. We don't want to the expert is the base page. You are exporting the base page. We are mentioning the variable as a page which is coming from here, and this is the constructor. You guys know, it's a default run whenever the class is created, and it is mostly used to assign the variables. Okay, here I'm assigning this page values from this page. Okay, and here mostly what is the use of base pages is like keeping the custom methods. Okay, so whatever you have 100 of pages in your screens, but the base page is the custom methods. Like what is the custom method? Like I'm putting async. Okay, like simply have a navigate, like I mean the go to method, navigate to. So I'm creating a method. So in this method, I'm sending the URL with a string, as a string. So I'm creating a promising method. Another thing is, it's not mandatory to create a promise. If you're not, means you can simply put a normal method, navigate to. In this navigate to, first information is logger. So I'm putting the logger info. So I'm telling, hey, see this and all our customized one. I'm telling like navigating to where we are navigating. We are navigating to the, you just put a dollar symbol. In this, you just mention the URL you are getting. Okay, and put this arrow mark. Okay, so I'm adding the logger. So whenever I'm calling this method, first the logger will notify, okay, see this, I'm navigating to this URL. Okay, and as usual, you know how to do this dot page dot go to URL, because page to URL we are using from lot. And what is this indicates? This indicates a current class. The keyword this means current class. Current class means this page. So value coming from the page, it's stored in our current page, and I'm using that one. Okay, so cool. Now, and what are other methods? Like we have a custom click, filling that, getting a text. Like I will write a few things, but you guys can improvise that one. Okay, I am putting like async. So what is async means? It's independent method. Okay, it won't depend on other methods, and it's a I'm like custom click. I'm creating custom click method. So for the click, what we need a locator. Okay, so clear, see this, and here I'm going to do two things. If you see in the Playwright, we use various ways of locators. One is we use locator, by role, by get by label. There are so many methods in locators, so we cannot create like a single word. So sometimes we will, as a string we will pass it, like suppose it's simple locator, so it means I'm using id, means I'm putting hash id value, so it's a string. Suppose I'm using get by role or get by label, because Playwright has this various ways of locators. So I'm going to provide two ways. One is while you're calling this method, you can pass a string, or you can pass a locator also. I will find it. Okay, this locator is from the Playwright. Okay, because we are open to that. So in the custom click, so what are the first things? Suppose the guy is simply setting the const locator string. You guys, suppose it is coming as string. So we want to identify what, here I'm going to leave type of locator. What is type means? This is a string or locator. You understand? If I'm sending as a simple double quotation some random string, means it's a string. If I'm sending a get by role, get by as a locator means this will upon. Okay, type of locator string means that is a locator to string. Okay, next one I'm going to put a logger, because logger is very important, and I'm telling clicking on the locator. Okay, this is locator element, always add the logger. Next thing is we shouldn't click it yet, so await type of locator equal is triple equal to, in Playwright we use triple equal to for comparing. If it is a string, okay, if it has a string, mean simply you can put this dot page dot locator and pass the locator. Okay, if it is not, this is not a string, it is the get by role or something, mean simply what you want to put, you just locator. Okay, cool, right? Dot click. Okay, now you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm telling, if you are passing as a string, means why this complication, means as the option of the Playwright. If you are only using get by role, get by label, means you don't want the string complexity. You can simply put a locator dot click. But when you when sometimes you will use CSS, sometimes you will use XPath, so that's all string based locators. Okay, so that time you want to take this one page dot locator, we need a locator method to pass the string. But for page dot get label and all, we don't want a string, we can simply get the locator as a locator and dot click it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, cool. Next one we are going to see custom. I'm going to copy the same thing. See here how easy. This is the custom fill, that means enter. Okay, so what is the additional thing for the string? Okay, this is a text you want. Text means the input value, I'm telling. Okay, string, instead of here you want to fill, in the fill you want to pass the text value, and in the logger you want to simply, you can just put it in the logger like filling, this is a simply dollar symbol, pass the text, because this is the text on the locator. Okay, so I'm telling, see here I'm filling text, filling this on this location. How cool, right? So this is the way, like when you done it once, it means, and keep in mind this and all not daily activities. You don't need to do daily. So this and all one time you while creating a framework you want to do, then after that you don't want to do. So we add the logger as well. Okay. Next. So we done a custom file, custom. That's enough for now. We'll add more further. See this custom hover method. So this editor is cooler. So once you done it, one locator means it keep on give you that all of. See this. This is this editor's magic. Okay. See this custom click. So that's the thing. So this is the best thing of this nowadays AI based editors. So in the future we are completely going to stuck in this ones. Hereafter we don't use much of manual work in automation itself. Even I'll simply take an example. Okay, so I will show you another. Simply select the file. You can select the file, and even selecting the file, and you just click on this filter. I'm selecting this base page. Okay, or login page. I'm telling. Okay, I'm creating this page. Create a login page script by importing base page. So I'm simply sending this method. Okay, so I'm telling this. See this? It's created the file. I don't know. Don't worry. I will rerun everything to show what is this doing. Okay. Okay. So this is the login. This is the login test, and this is the login page. Okay. So if I click on, let's copy and paste it. See this? That's what it's do. Like it's give you the base page where to take and everything. But you don't need to worry. Today is our class. I will teach you one by one. Okay. So first you want to import the base page, because base page is a common for all the pages. Base page. Okay, from the page. The next one is we want to import the, as usual, from the page and locator, as usual from the Playwright. Okay. So see this, how fast we are able to code, and logger. That's it. Okay. So these three parameters we done. So now we want to export the class. Export class login page. I'm giving a name as well, and which is extends. So how to inherit? We want to extend using the extends keyword. You guys know very well than me. Okay, so we are extending the base class. Okay, now I'll show you a couple of things. One is we are going to store the variables. Okay, so one is I need a username. Okay, so name field, that is the locator. Then I need a password field, that also locator, smaller, and private, so login button. Okay, so I have three variables for you showing. Okay, so the first and foremost constructor. To first of all, three things you want to do in constructor. One is you want to pass your page, because we are not calling a base page in a test case. We are calling a login page only will in the test case. So what will this login page will do? This login page will share this page parameter to the super class. Who is the super? The base page, because parent. Two things you want to know. One is this. This is the current class. Okay. Super is a parent class. Okay. So in this I want to suppose this dot username field. Okay. So let's take up the moment. Go to the this page, login page for demo test login. let's take any random test page. Okay, let's take this test page. Okay, so I'm going to start the playwright because I'm starting faster. Sorry for it. Test submit. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, see here clearly. So the login screen is this one. We don't want to wait here because we are storing the variable, not the method. Okay, login, and this is the password. See this, I'm not using a string. You guys want to understand, I'm not using a string, I'm using a locator. Okay, so let's use one place as this one. Okay, but for button we'll pass a string because I don't want to show everything in that manner. So I'm closing this. Let's inspect this one. When I inspect the submit button, so submit button is id is what? Submit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is the, so why I'm putting ash here, because it's id. For class is dot, id is ash. Okay, so 3 variables are stored in here in the constructor. So tomorrow if you are adding new variable, means first you will create the place here in the private for the locator, and in the constructor you will add the location details, and I'm creating a method. So let's create a login method. Async login. In this login two things. One is we need a username from the customer, and we need a password from the customer. So this also should be string, this also should be string, because sometimes what they will use means they will misuse that one. Okay, so in this await. Okay, so this also not a good method. What we have in the base class, we have a custom fill. So for the custom fill, what you want to pass? You want to pass two things. One is this dot user name field and the value of the string. Because we only get the custom file, right? The custom fill as locator and string. Okay, that's what we are doing here. And this is this also as a text box. Text box should be fill. This in this location, which location? Password field, comma password. Okay, cool, right? And this is a custom click. This dot. Now you understand why we are creating click. Otherwise, what will happen? You need to create the logger. You need to do everything. It's a kind of messy. So in the click, you want to pass this dot login. Okay, login button. Okay, cool. So see this. In this two, we pass a locator. In this, we passed as a string. Okay. So cool then, right? Next we go to the, even this is also unnecessary. We can pass string is enough. So let's make, I thought it's any, but a string. Okay, see this, in this I'm only passing a string, not the page locator anything. So this simple string is go here, it take a string, page dot locator, this string goes inside this page locator and it will click it. Okay, so this is the way we want to create a page. So now we done the login page, base page, logo. Let's write a one test case. Under the test, I'm creating login. Under the login, I'm creating one valid login. Okay, so let's create a simple. So what are things we want to do? Import. So import, we are one is test. So we don't want a page because pages we already there, only test. So another thing is we need a, which page we are going to use. You guys know we are going to use the login page. Okay, so the login means root pages folder, under pages folder, this one. Okay, from here where are we going? From here I'm going to login screen. From the login I'm going to the test. From test I'm going inside the pages. This is like a travel. So if you guys want to know. And what is another one? To import logger from, even we don't want this because it's not a class, it's a file name. So let's copy from here, it's not coming automatically, and not double dot. Why I put double dot? Because I'm in the child, I mean valid login folder, test folder, and go to utilities folder, go to logger. So I'm going to write a, see here, test. So we are writing this one from the day one, right? So test case, this test case is a verify valid login. Okay, after that we are simply creating a async method. So today it's becoming more time taken, and simply we put a page from the, where this will come, you guys know, it will come from the so I missed the error. Okay, next is we starting the test case. Okay, const login page, login variable, it's new login page from the login page, and start navigating. Because why it throwing an error? Why it throwing an error? Because we want to pass the URL. Because generally we don't want a navigation. Why? The base URL will go from the Playwright config itself, from this place itself. The URL will go. If you need a URL, you can pass the URL valid. Okay. So now I'm going to this password. Now I want to add the logger. Logger info login test started something. Okay, then valid username, successful login. If this goes wrong, try. See here, try, this all comes under the try, and if anything is catch up, so please, it's an error. What I want to show here logger should be error, login fail, and the logger message. Sometimes even we will see the logger URL as well. Okay, dot URL. Okay, so what this will come, this will bring the login URL. So which URL went off, it will show like. Okay, so now I understand, right? So this is the way they will create a base page, login page, then that will create a test cases, various test cases. We can keep on creating test cases. Okay, and why we using try catch means, if a test fails, mean you'll go to the next test case. Keep on, it's going. If I have a 300 test case in my project, means all the 300 test cases should run without any deviation, because we are providing async and we don't want to stop the run. Okay, so we'll see in the next video. So next video I will upload this in the project to Git, and I will add further more, like we have a helper class, test data class. So in this and all, how to add the values and how to fetch the data. Okay, and we will run it and show how this HTML report is generating, how is log is coming to the script or not. So those things we'll see in the next class. Sorry for it take more time. So let's see you tomorrow. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.